All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto our power, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Racha Kodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who taught us His truth and who also were well. Peace and salutations to those of the hopeful elect. I just want to do a quick lesson. All right, going into this precept. Let me pull it up real quick. All right. This is Micah chapter 2. And I'm going to start at 10. It says, Arise. It says, Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you even with a sword destruction. All right. So the Lord, has commanded us. This is, being said with a sense of urgency. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. So this current world, is not our rest. Okay. This is not where, life for us as Israelites, this is not where, it was meant for us to, pretty much like dwell without care. Okay. In the kingdom, all right, we're going to dwell without care. All right. Because we're going to be in a good estate. We're going to be, in our heaven. Okay. Which is our paradise. All right. But this current world is not it. Okay. Because it says it is polluted. All right. Everything about this world is corrupt and tainted. Okay. Let me actually get the definition for the word polluted. It says to be unclean. All right. Become unclean, become impure. Okay, it says to become unclean sexually, religiously, ceremonially. So this place is polluted, all right, by the morals, all right. Pretty much the earth is not being upheld, all right, by the standards of creation, okay, which the standards of creation is the laws and statutes of Yahweh Shema Shai. So therefore, one of the words is to defile. Okay. And the scriptures actually speak about the earth being defiled under the inhabitants thereof. Okay. Let me actually get that. This is Isaiah chapter 24 and 5. It says the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Okay, so those that are in power currently, all right, which just so happen to be the so-called white man, all right, which also just so happen to be the wicked that the Bible speaks of, he is the base of all the nations. All right, he is the most vile of all the nations. So with him being in rulership, all right, by default, the earth is at its lowest vibration that it's ever been, even though Yahweh Shema Shai allowed Esau to get on a level, so to speak, with his technology, all right, which that was all given to him by Yahweh Shema Shai, so that the Lord could fulfill his will in destroying them. Okay, just like the Lord raised up Pharaoh, all right, to, show the Lord's power in destroying Pharaoh. Well, in this time, Esau, Edom is the modern day Pharaoh. Okay, and he's putting affliction upon the Israelites. All right, right along with these other heathen nations that are in, league with Esau. All right, but the Lord, is going to judge the earth for the sake of Israel, because ultimately the Lord created the Israelites to be the rulers of the earth. Okay? Because the Israelites are the only ones that can be righteous. Okay, let me get a quick precept real quick. All right, this is Proverbs chapter 29 and 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. All right, so the whole earth is in mourning, not just the people, but also the creation itself. All right. And we're waiting on Yahweh Shai to return, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. All right. So Yahweh Shai, when he returns, he's going to turn the earth into a paradise again. All right. He's going to put down all the nations of the earth and their rulers and have them be subjected unto him. All right. And the elect of Israel are going to be joint heirs with Yahweh Shai. All right. So all the nations are going to be subject unto us. We're going to be the new rulers in the earth. Okay. Which Esau, he tries to paint this narrative as if he's always been ruling. All right. Like he's the only nation that ever ruled. Ever. Salakia, let me plug my phone in the charger. All right, so yeah, Esau, he, if it was up to him, he'll have you thinking that he was the only nation to ever rule ever, which is false, because, other nations had their chance at being a superpower in the earth. All right, you had, at one point, Ham. All right, Egypt was the main hub of the earth. You had different empires that rose to that peak level. All right, you had what was it? You had ancient. You had Babylon. All right, and then you had the Persians and the Medes. The Persians and the Medes are the Medo-Persian Empire. Then you had the Greco-Roman Empire, and then the revitalized Roman Empire, which is modern day America and the European nations. Okay, so Esau. The scriptures say Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. All right. But even, during the time of King David and Solomon, all right, us Israelites, we were the superpowers of the earth. Okay. So, Esau, this man, he would have you believe that he always was on top, which that was false. Okay. Matter of fact, during the medieval days or the Dark Ages, after the Roman Empire, pretty much collapsed. Okay, the Roman Empire pretty much turned into the Byzantine Empire, which was ruled by Israelites. Okay, and that empire was ran for over 1,000 years. All right, until Esau Edom came back into power. All right, Esau was ran off. He was the peasants. All right, then during the Renaissance, which means the rebirth for Esau, that is. That's when Esau began to come back into power. Okay. The Lord hit Jake with the bubonic plague. And then Esau, Edom, to this day, they'll tell you that there was no, there's no real, documentation of the Dark Ages, so to speak. Like, it's very vague. All right. Because he doesn't want you to know that during that time, Israelites was ruling as a monarch, as kings, that Israelites was in a power seat. Okay, and Esau, he was He was known as a wood wolf, as pretty much an animal man. All right. He was hairy all over, but Esau doesn't want you to know that. Okay. Because that's going to have you looking at him like he really shouldn't be ruling, seeing how he's ruling the earth now. All right. But going back to the scriptures, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Okay. This current world ain't it. It's never meant to be it. All right. But you have 2/3 of Israel, all right, that are comfortable in this world. They want to cozy up and make this corrupted, wicked world. All right. They want this to be the end all be all for them. All right. They don't want eternal life, which is literally around the corner. All right. They don't want to believe in the truth. All right. Which the truth, this is the gospel. This is the good news for Israelites, that is, of the hopeful elect mainly. All right. But for Israelites in general, this is the good news, the gospel. Okay. But our people reject it. All right. So therefore, them being tied to evil society, a wicked world, when you read into the scriptures, the Lord always got rid of those wicked cities. All right. At one point, the Lord even flooded the whole earth. All right. That was the first death. And now we're in a time where the Lord is getting ready to bring upon the second death, which is going to be that fire via the thermonuclear missiles. All right. And, Esau, Edom, it's clear as day that this society is satanic and goes contrary to the ways of Yahweh Shema Shai. So by default, the Lord is going to destroy this place, man. It's written in the scriptures for it to happen. So if our people, they choose to be, willfully ignorant, all right, they want to move in that spirit of ignorance is a bliss, all right, where they're going to be met with that destruction. Okay. Micah chapter 2:10, again, it says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you even with a sore destruction. Okay. So, hey, the Lord is getting ready to bring a sore destruction upon America. All right. And the scriptures speak about a time like no other. Okay. So, hey, man, the scriptures speak about people dwelling in torments. All right. That's not a peaceful way to go. All right. When the Lord brings the judgment, people are going to regret not getting right sooner. Okay. That's how bad it's going to be. All right. But those, that, are the hopeful elect, Abaratazah, we part of that number. We seen the call that, the wake up call. All right. We chose to serve the Lord and get right because, ultimately we believe that Yahweh Shema Shai is going to do these things. All right. And the more we believe, the more we can see it as clear as day. All right. We can see, Esau, Edom being the wicked. We can see, Esau having that plan that C-hip the world. All right. We know exactly what the C-hip is the MOTB. All right. And we see Yahweh Shai returning with the holy angels, man. All right. It just has to play out within its own time, which is coming shortly. Which is why the Lord said, arise ye and depart. And that's not talking about physically. It's talking about mentally, spiritually, and then it would lead to the physical deliverance. Okay. So, let me actually get this in the NLT. All right. And I'll begin to close it out. Micah 2:10. It says, up, be gone. This is no longer your land and home, for you have filled it with sin and ruined it completely. All right. So it says, up, be gone. This is no longer your land and home, for you have filled it with sin and ruined it completely. All right. And pretty much, We was all in sin before Yahweh Shema Shai woke us up to the truth. Now we're in the grace, because it's impossible to not sin in this defiled world. Okay? So that's why Yahweh sent his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai, so that we can believe on Yahweh Shai, and Yahweh Shai could come back and deliver us through faith. And that faith, while we're here waiting on Yahweh Shai, the faith is supposed to drive our works. Okay? And scriptures say, that he that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved, man. All right, not being caught up in the different snares, of this wicked world that's trying to pull at you to get you from focusing on being delivered out of this place. All right. So, Lord's will, this lesson is edifying. I want to say, call all Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashamarcha Kodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who taught us his truth and who also were well. Peace and salutation to those that are hopeful, elect, Shalom, and above all.